So this is part 2 about choosing your venue, not just because it's aesthetically mind-blowing, but because you want to choose a venue that's also got a good location. So we're now considering your guests. The two things that you need to think about are where are they coming from to attend your wedding. So guests that are traveling a distance or coming from interstate will also need accommodation. So one of the things that you may like to consider is looking at a venue that also provides accommodation. So for example, a hotel that also has a wedding reception venue as part of the complex. That way, what you can do is negotiate room rates with that hotel so that your guests can stay overnight at the best possible room rate. So if the venue you've fallen in love with doesn't have accommodation along with it, that's okay too. You can always negotiate rates with a hotel close by. Let your guests know when you send out the invitations that there is the option of accommodation so that they can say that they belong to your wedding party when they book their accommodation to receive the discounted rates. The other thing is transportation. So if your guests are coming from a distance or coming from interstate and they don't have cars, you may want to consider providing a shuttle service to your venue. Your venue might be in the city where parking could be a problem. A shuttle bus would be perfect in that situation. Or your venue might be a little bit out on the outskirts of the city or further along, so that it would be excellent if you could transport all of your guests there together, or a grouping of them. So the idea with that is that you would have certain pickup points where your guests meet and the shuttle service would take them to your wedding ceremony. There's a couple of benefits with that. Firstly, the partying starts early. All your guests are mingling on the bus so that by the time they get to your ceremony, they're ready to go. The second thing is, if you've got guests, for example, that may enjoy a drink or two, they don't have to worry about the end of the evening who is the designated driver, because the shuttle is booked for the end of the night as well to take them all back to the places where it picked them up. And the third thing is, you may have some guests that are elderly or may not like to drive long distances or in traffic, and the shuttle service is great for that idea too, because it transports them there safely and with no issues and back again the same way. So I hope I've given you some good ideas that you can make good use of there.